welcome to UBTA, Urban and Business Trends in Africa. I am Erima Oko, and with me is a veteran journalist, a communication strategist, Mr. Chief Rada Opara Roberts. On today's episode, we'll be discussing on a major national brand, the National Inland Waterways Authority, an agency of government saddled with the responsibility of revenue generation and developing a national operating framework of the agency.
I'm glad we are here in the office of the MD and CEO of National Inland Waterways. Chief Judge Moghalu, his name rings a bell. He has been everywhere. He has done so much. Anyone that wants to write the history of APC that forgets the name and the brand of Chief Judge Moghalu actually not started. Just like doing a historical perspective of APP, and somebody wants to forget Chief Judge Moghalu. It's not just in the name, it's about value chain, the integrity of the system, what he has brought into the system, and all the gains that every single party that he has worked with and worked for, they hardly can lose, basically. So today I am honored to have audience with this young man that has played a whole major role in the political activities of Nigeria. So, my brother, I want to thank you so much for honoring us and giving us the opportunity to meet you once again. And we can't start up this program without asking this salient question. Every single challenge, whether it's from ANPP in those days that I know you very well, and now down to APC, and now down to NEWA, how are you managing to get yourself into working effortlessly without any hitches? I've never, since we met, I've never seen or had where a task given to Chief Judge Moghalu is not done and is not delivered the way it should be delivered. So how have you been able to go around these whole processes?
All right, let me thank you and then apologize profusely for keeping you waiting. Like you know, the headquarters of this agency is in Lokoja, and I worked in Lokoja this week. And then had to come back from Lokoja to this place. And in the course of getting there, quite a few hitches, hold ups and things. So I sincerely apologize for keeping you guys. And for me, it's about God. I give all the glory to God, because it's not about me. Because it's not only me who is working, others are also working. But I give God all the glory for strength, for good health, for wisdom, for understanding, for being able to help me to navigate, and then be able not to disappoint friends, relations, and people like you. So it's all about God.
Can you give us that narrative? How you have been able to manage NEWA and bring these streams of successes to the table?
I think it's all about leadership style. The truth about it is that we have quality staff. What you need to do when you find yourself in a position like this is to put your priorities right. Get your colleagues, the staff you met on ground, for everybody to have a buy-in. And the moment you're able to achieve this, you reduce the workload and then give everybody an opportunity to express him or herself. I I will also give a reasonable quantum of the credit to the former chief executives. Okay, because one thing I know about life is the continuous process. You build, you leave, somebody else builds on the foundation. When he finishes, he leaves, the next person comes, the next person, you leave, and then somebody else will come. So it's not about my credit alone. Yes, I may have the initiative, I may have the leadership style is acceptable to the people I met on ground. But the point is that everybody has contributed one way or the other. Even the main security man at the gate, even the main drivers that drive you, everybody has a role to play. I wouldn't have been able to be here now if the drivers were not available to come with me from local to this place. The security man, so everybody has a role to play. It's all about engaging them, giving them opportunity to be themselves. Okay? Like I said, when I came into Niwa, I came with a mindset of leaving the place better than I mentioned. A mindset that by the time I leave office, in fact, it was the last comment I made at the first interview I had. I said I want a situation that by the time I leave office, that water transportation becomes a transport means of choice. And with that in my mind, I had to focus on it. Then got people I met on ground to have a buy-in into my vision. And the moment they had a buy-in into my vision, things became a little easier for us. And then we tried to move the place from where we met it to where we are today, realizing that when we finish and go, somebody else will come in and take it a notch higher.
Before I come back to this, can you take us through what will happen after this rainy season in terms of flooding? Everybody is flagging it off.
Yes, it's something of great concern.
Where are you? Where is this organization in terms of confronting that hydra-headed problem?
This is a very, very critical question you asked. Very important also, because in Niwa, for example, we have a department whose duty is to monitor water level. Okay, and what happened last year gave us an opportunity to also further study the flow, the water levels across the country, and then be able to develop functional and usable data. All right, and with that now, what we have started doing very aggressively is sensitization. Getting people who are living on floodplains, people who are living at wrong locations, getting them to understand the implication of where they are living so that they can start relocation. Because if you look at weather reports that we're receiving already, it points to the fact that there's going to be heavy rain this year. And what that implies is that floods will come with it. So channels are being opened aggressively. We're opening up channels wherever we have the opportunity, drains and things. Water channels are being opened. But we may not be able to address all the flood challenges. That's why there's a need for a collaborative effort. NEMA is also doing their own, the Minister of Water Resources. Everybody is concerned because the information is available. It's in the public domain. The information is available to each and every department. So you look at where it concerns you, where you have a role to play, then you move into that sector and be able to address it. For us, we are sensitizing the people, we're letting them understand where it's coming from, what is going to happen, the consequences, we're getting them understand. We're also trying to address the issue of our habits, how we live our lives, the way we manage and dump refuse. Okay, because you see people dumping refuse and blocking drains. By the time you block drains, what you have done is to welcome in both hands, welcome flood. Because if the water can be stopped, okay, flow of water can be stopped. If you block the drain that is designed and dedicated for it, you look for another area to move. And what that means is that it starts moving to the wrong places. And that's also flood on its own. So we're educating people, we're getting people to understand. And when we have the opportunity, we open up some of these channels. If all the resources in the world were available, which is not possible, you would have done what we call massive dredging. Okay, but what we're doing now is maintenance dredging, trying to open up channels that are blocked to the extent that water can flow. So every effort is being made to avoid the challenge we have last year.
Okay, so talking about the flood challenges, the rainy season has barely begun and boat mishap is like on the rising. And we would like to know what exactly is the cause of this boat mishap and how exactly do you intend to curb the menace?
Boat mishap is actually a very great challenge and it's very discomforting.
Okay.
Because despite all the efforts we're making, we still have boat mishaps. Yes, we may not rule it out, but you will agree with me that it has drastically dropped. We have consistently educated the people. We have consistently sensitized them. If there's anything my 23 area officers have done, is sensitizing the people on how to use vessels and when not to use vessels for water. We're getting people to understand that you have no reason to allow any vessel to operate carrying people that are not properly catered. You have no reason to enter water without wearing a life jacket. And that is why no newer jet, no newer controlled jet in the whole country today will you go and enter any vessel without wearing a life jacket. The vessel will be impounded. Even the operators will be challenged. In fact, now we are prosecuting driver or boat operators who break the rules. You find you see a boat operator, a boat that is designed to carry 20 passengers, carrying 30, carrying 40. What you have done is to welcome disaster. Because what you have done is to expose the people to risk. You see boat operators carry passengers that are not properly kitted. So we have been impounding vessels, seizing them. Some of them are giving instruction that they should destroy the boats. There are some boats also, some vessels that are substandard, that shouldn't be on the waterway. So my people will see them now, our patrol boats will see them, seize them on water, escort them to any bank near, discharge the passengers and impound the vessel. Now we have also got to the extent I have put water ambulances across area offices. Yes, I put water ambulances, Lagos, Port Harcourt Road, and we get water ambulances, we keep deploying them there so that they can be put into effective use in times of need. So we are doing everything we should do. And then, but it's very painful that you block them from using jetties, official jetties, they go to a riverbank, a pool away, and go there and put their vessel. And people will still go and watch these vessels.
Okay,
not properly kitted, not properly dressed. We've even got to the extent of training boat operators. We've done training in Lagos, we've done training in Port Harcourt, and doing training in Yauri, we're doing training up, we're doing training at a point where they said the reason why they don't want to come out of mass is because we are charging fee. I said cut the fee by 50%. And then make sure that those who break these rules are severely punished. Okay. And we're doing that.
Okay, thank you. To follow up on that, considering you said that you provided newer jets across the country.
Jets, yes. We're building jets across the country.
Yes, we want to know what is the level of availability of these jets to an ordinary jet?
It's for passengers. It's free. You don't pay to go to any jetty.
So how come they now choose that?
No, it's like airport. It's like airport. You don't need to pay to go to the airport, but you have to pay for the flight when you get to the airport. Jetties are available. We are building jetties. Whenever we see there's traffic, we put jetties. If there's no yearly procurement that we don't do some jetties within the limits of resources that's available to us. But we don't have jetties, we put ramps. Are you getting? But if you get there, you have to use boat to cross. You pay the boat you're supposed to pay to the boat operator, like going to the motor park. You don't pay to come to the park, but you pay to board the vehicle that will take you from point A to point B. You just pay the vessel and go. What we are now saying is that in newer approved jetties, you cannot, even if when you want to pay, you cannot enter the boat if the boat one is not certified to be fit told that you are not properly fitted, you have to wear a life jacket. And again, we keep sending life jackets as part of our CSR to various area offices for distribution. The reason is that people don't even know that life jackets expire.
Oh.
There are life jackets that are expired. So wearing it is like wearing a t-shirt. Because it will solve any problem in case of any emergency. So we keep educating the people. We keep sending life jackets to our area offices, which we distribute to communities. In fact, we are building boats. We are building boats. Passenger boats are given to various strategic areas. We have patrol vessels that last year we procured about 20-something patrol vessels of which we distributed. This year we're also procuring patrol vessels. Last year I distributed 8 ambulances to various locations. My desire, my intention is that we get it across the whole country. We have also put search and rescue stations. We have completed 13 in 13 locations now, search and rescue stations, so that we can communicate from the headquarters and know exactly what is happening at various locations and be able to deploy our security to see what extent we can be able to solve the problems that are coming up.
Well, you're hearing everything that we need to hear and understand about mishaps in the jetties and all that. But I would like to take a short break, and then I'll be right back.
Hello everyone,
Welcome to UBTA Television Live.
where the conversations are about you and I.
Welcome back. This is still UBTA Urban and Business Trends in Africa, a program that is out here to educate Nigerians about all we need to know about waterways here in Nigeria. And Your Excellency, I think I'm still not allowed to call Your Excellency because I've been trying to count the number of gubernatorial pursuits you've done. How are you planning to do better and much more in terms of providing quality leadership that I know you for? So can you just give us an idea of where you are right now in terms of doing much better?
All right. Let me begin by saying that the first interview I had after my appointment as MD of National Inland Waterways Authority, somebody asked me a question. He said, "What is the biggest challenge you expect to be confronted with when you take over now?" I said, "Well, I told you, I'm going to surprise you now, because you're going to expect me to tell you money will be my challenge. But the biggest challenge I saw in you after my appointment is the fact that NIWA was underreported." Yes, you were there. The NIWA was underreported. Since I have this platform, let me also thank the media. I appreciate them for the support, the encouragement we have received to change the narrative. NIWA was underreported. People didn't know NIWA. People didn't know what even NIWA stands for. And people didn't even know the obligations to NIWA. Neither did they know what they expect from NIWA. So we needed to get NIWA to the front burner. We needed to get the people to understand who we are, so that they can also appreciate our problem and our challenges and be able to help us should the need arise. So that is one thing I did. And then again, I am somebody who believes so much in human capital development. I needed to get the people to buy into my vision. I needed to get everybody there to understand where I'm coming from, where I want to take them to. Because once you're able to do that, you convince the people they have a buy-in, your job is 50% done. Because once your colleagues, everybody, your team, your subordinates, your colleagues, everybody understands where you are, what you want to do, where you want to go to, I can assure you that the problem is solved. So for me, I focused on these areas and we've been able to achieve them. Having achieved them, what next? We started now, we developed a template, a master plan to grow this industry. Because I'm one of those who believe very strongly that the maritime sector is huge. It's huge. I'm one of those who believe that we need to invest as a nation in the development of the maritime sector because of the enormous potential that this sector of our economy has. And when we appreciate the contribution we expect from there, then there is every need for us to see what we can do. So for me, I saw that as something I need to work towards. Unfortunately, we're making efforts in that direction. How do we do this? Make sure we open up our channels. Nigeria has over 10,000 kilometers of waterways. Wow. Over 10,000. But as we speak, it's only about 3,000 and some fraction that is all year round navigable. The beautiful thing about our waterways is that you can access 28 of our 36 states by water if we open it up. So I saw the movement of cargo on our waterways, apart from the fact that it's cheaper, it's safer, it's more environmentally friendly, it will save our infrastructure. I tried to do an analysis. If, for example, 5 million containers are going to go to the southeast in a year, realizing that over 60 to 65% of the containers that arrive this country end in the southeast, realizing that, having that at the back of our minds, that over 60% of the containers that come to this country end in the southeast. Let us now assume that it's only about 5 million containers that are coming to Nigeria, that are coming to the southeast from January to December. What that translates to is that 10 million trailers will be on our road. Because 5 million trailers will take 5 million containers, and 5 million trailers will bring back empties of 5 million containers.
That will be a trailer crash.
So that alone, and with such pressure on our roads, our infrastructure cannot last. Because our roads are not designed to carry such weight. So if we can move these consignments and move them by water, we have removed that pressure from our roads, we've saved our infrastructure, we have created new employment opportunities for other people. So the potential is enormous. We have not even talked about the tourism potential in the maritime sector. We have not even looked at the fact that when these routes are open, let's take Lagos Onitsha, for example, constantly open, wherever these vehicles, these vessels stop in the course of their trips, new towns develop on those routes. So it's huge. So we have developed a template that even if by the time I leave office and somebody comes, he'll continue what we are doing. Because the emphasis is there. We have a list of locations we want to build jetties. For example, we build one, we tick. We build, we tick. So as we tick it off, we keep going. We think the limits of the resources that's available to us, this particular thing. Whenever we stop, the next thing that comes continues from there. We have been able now to identify all the waterfronts along the channels today. And then we are now getting people to pay their bills. Because if you're on a new waterfront, you pay right of way. So these fees are some of the sources through which we generate revenue to run the agency and pay back to the consolidated revenue fund.
Before I bring in my colleague to ask her, I'm sure she's teaching to ask her one or two questions. At the moment, I don't want to say knowing APC as a government. Are they listening? Are they responding? Is there a master plan to activate what you are itching to do in this organization?
I must place it on record without fear of contradiction that we have received all the support we need. From the president down, to the two ministers, to the permanent secretary, to the directors in the ministry, everybody wants NEMA to succeed. Because the honesty of our intention is clear for everybody to see. Our program is clear for everybody to see. And the needed political support and will, we have consistently received them. And we're doing our best. So it's not about APC as a government, it's about the people of Nigeria. Yeah, because not every Nigerian is APC.
I mentioned APC because APC is your party.
It's my party, it's my platform.
It's your platform.
From which I am where I am today. But what we are doing now is not about APC, it's about the Nigerian people.
Yes.
It's about changing the narrative. It's about improving on our living conditions.
Okay, sir. It is in public space that NIWA seeks collaboration with the Nigerian Navy to tackle insecurity in the waterway. I would like to know, how important is this collaboration to the agency?
You see, you can't talk about waterways in this country without talking about safety. There must be safety on the waterways if you want to encourage navigation. That is why NIWA as an organization has its own police command. We have a police command headed by, as of today, a deputy commissioner of police. Of my 23 area offices, I have police information to each of them for us to be able to work. This is aside the marine police. This is aside the marine police, because within the police architecture, there's also a marine department. What that goes to show is that we appreciate the importance that there must be safety on the waterways and the maritime sector. Now, when you talk about safety of our waterways, there is no way you can do it in isolation of the Nigerian Navy. And we have a wonderful relationship with the Navy. I mean, wonderful. The Chief of Naval Staff has been there for us. The naval personnel have all been there for us. The collaboration is wonderful. You may have heard not too long ago that NIWA, as an organization, partnered with the Hydrographic Department of Nigerian Navy to produce naval charts, navigational charts. All right? We collaborated with the Navy, and it's a sea-link project being sponsored by Nixon Bank. That was sponsored by Nixon Bank. All right? If there is no collaboration and no relationship, such things can happen. So we have a wonderful relationship and we work together because we have a common master. It's all about our nation, Nigeria. It's all about the Nigerian people who are the reason for which we are where we all are. If there's no Nigerian nation and no people, there won't be need for Navy, there won't be need for Navy. So I must appreciate them for what they have done for us. We have been working together, and I'm sure that the relationship will continue to blossom.
In some of our private discussions, you will also always tell me that every single one of you under the leadership of Mr. President, you are all driving the same cows out there on the streets. And so I totally agree with you, and I also understand what leadership can have, the impact of leadership. So can we take it further and see Nigerians, are they actually expecting in sociopolitical circles? I can tell you for free, sir, that the system that has midwifed His Excellency Bola Tinubu has not gone too solid and well, and I'm too sure that people like you that hold different portfolios, I'm also sure that you're hearing snippets of grudges here and there. Let me take you out into the political arena. You didn't play so much of a role. I know you have a portfolio that you have to guard, and you cannot leave it and run, politics. How well have you been able to be part of the system that midwives this new regime that is coming up?
Simple fact is that I'm APC simplicity from beginning to the end. And it's a record that I'm one politician who has never declined.
Wow.
Yes.
It's rare.
Yeah. From where I started in 1999, that's where I am. I don't know what it is to lift up that party. So my commitment and loyalty is APC.
Then you went NPP.
Yes, NPP metamorphosed into APC.
Yes.
So we started NPP, from NPP, from the Major Committee, of which I served as member secretary. eventually I was elected the first national auditor of APC. After my first 4 years, I was re-elected. It was after my re-election, after 1 year, I was re-elected national auditor that the president magnanimously appointed me into this office that I'm occupying now, sometime in 2019. I played all the roles I need to play to make sure that my party wins election. Yes, my party wins election, because it's in my interest to work hard to see that my party wins election. Principal reason is that the policies of my party can be sustained.
Have they actually justified your confidence in all that happened in 2014?
It's all about what you are thinking or what the what another person is expecting.
What I'm saying is, I'm sorry. What I'm saying is, I'm trying to pretend that I'm representing the masses out there, because you are the one in government, and the things I hear, you may never hear, unless I want to gossip and all that stuff. And so, where are you? Are you in touch with the same grassroots that I know you for? And is Bola Tinubu going to do something different that will carry along his party members and also the rest of Nigeria?
Yes, I am still the same person.
This is my thumb syndrome.
My politics remains the same. I'm sure you know that, and you can make your inquiries. My politics remains the same. My politics has always been about the people. Because if you're looking for political power, if you're looking for leadership position, it is about the people. If you don't have a principle of the people being about the people, there's no likelihood of you serving them. So for me, it's about the people. And I want to believe so of Tinubu. Why do I say so? Tinubu just didn't fall from the rooftop. He was a senator, elected by the people of his constituency. He was a governor, elected by the people of his constituency, re-elected as governor, and now elected as president. So, he is one politician. I'm not sure there's any other person who has been elected senator, governor, president in all his first terms, all the first attempts. I'm not sure there's any other politician who has that record. So you give it to him. And all these periods, he was being elected by people. He must have the control or acceptability within his local caucus, because every politics is local. All right? Those of them who have been elected as senators to come to Abuja, who will be in office by June, we're all elected by their local community and the environment they are coming to represent. You understand? So I think that he still has, I believe very strongly that he still has the grip or firm control of his primary constituency. And having that at the back of his mind, he's bound to serve them. Because that is one duty he owes us, Nigerians, people like you, us, members of the party, and the Nigerians. You see, because parties are elected into office as a consequence of the performance of those who are on ground. And it counts a lot. Because if you're going for your next re-election, you will not be saying, I will do. It's a case of I have done, I did this, I made this in here, I took it to this level. This one, I promised I was going to do, I have done. Because of this, send me back. It's different from somebody who is coming and saying, oh, by the time you elect me, I'll put a condition on the street, I will make sure that the NEPA won't take light again, I'll make sure there will not be rain. So this, I think, he will say because he has not got to there. So why we encourage anybody who is holding political position of responsibility, that, you see, power is a sacred trust.
Yeah. It's just look at
very sacred trust. And the mistake we make is that some people think that they can take it away without being accountable. Let me tell you, power is a sacred trust that we must account for, if not here, in the world hereafter. So you must be careful. what you do with it when you have the opportunity. So I'm sure that, and I have this feeling that he is conscious, or he has to be conscious of this enormous responsibility, and he must discharge so that he can be able to hold the streets of Nigeria after his life.
I think on that note, we have fairly justified and exhausted what brought us here. And I will always say thank you, viewers that are at the major, anchor base of UPTA. Maybe hear from us on this program. Thank you so much, sir.
A pleasure as always. Thank you.